What is up, you guys, and happy Saturday. So I wanted to go ahead and give you guys like a little follow-up about my mom and her condition, how she's doing, how she's feeling since she's been home from the hospital, and just to talk a little bit about the last two videos that I upload, particularly the first video that I put up after I let you guys know that I was going to be away from my YouTube channel for a couple of days because my mom needed to go to emergency due to the way she felt after she took her second COVID shot. So I'm just going to go ahead and back up a little bit and just reiterate what happened within those 5 days, because some people feel like the video that I uploaded that 50-something thousand people watched was a clickbait video, and that I was trying to say that people should not take the vaccine. And I just want to say off the bat that when I put up the first video, I wasn't trying to tell anyone not to take the vaccine. I said that I was on the fence about taking the vaccine, but to each his own. If you want to take the vaccine, that's you. You are grown adults. If you want to take that vaccine, can't no one stop you from taking that vaccine. Just like I couldn't talk my mother out of taking that vaccine, nor was I trying to talk her out of it, but she did what she wanted to do because she felt like that was what she needed to do based off of her age. That would be protection for her. My mother had got her last vaccine on a Friday, and she took the Pfizer shot. 2 days later, my mother was not feeling good at all. Now, I had spoke to my mother originally twice that Sunday. The first time I spoke to her, she was just reminding me of an appointment that she had and that I would be ready for that appointment. I knew when my mother called me that she didn't sound right. She sounded like she had the flu, honestly, to me. But she wasn't saying anything, and she was just trying to talk through it. I don't think she wanted me to worry about her. But I knew right away she didn't sound right. My mother ended up calling me 2 hours later and told me that she wasn't feeling good. She felt very weak. She had some type of pressure in her chest. She felt nauseous. And what else did my mom say? She felt weak, nauseous, and she felt like she had some type of pain in her chest. Yeah, that was it. Ended up taking her to emergency. They had ran at that time an EKG on my mother, a chest x-ray. They started an IV, and then they were giving her, through her IV, medication for nausea. They also did blood work as well at that time. So all these tests came back, you guys. They were perfectly fine. The doctor ended up sending my mother home. Well, my mother wasn't getting better. And I knew she wasn't getting better because every day I called her, she just sounded like she wasn't getting better. And every time I asked her, well, do you think something changed? Do you feel different? She's like, no, I just feel very weak and I can't do anything. And she sounded sick. I ended up calling her doctor's office on Thursday. Now, I believe it was either Wednesday. It was either Wednesday or Thursday. I'm getting my days mixed up, but I believe it was Thursday because she was supposed to get her colonoscopy done on Friday, and the secretary told me that I needed to call and cancel that appointment, or they were going to charge her like a fee or something like that for not showing up. So I believe it was Thursday that I talked to the secretary, and I ended up telling her that we had to cancel her appointments because she had took the Pfizer vaccine on Friday and she just wasn't feeling good on Sunday. And so she said if she's still not feeling good after she took that shot on Friday, you need to get her back to emergency. And it was a good thing that I did take her back to emergency, because I don't know if this may have started like the next day or maybe a few days out, but my mother's kidneys started shutting down. Her white blood cell count was through the roof. And all of these tests that they had took on Sunday, they ran these same tests again on my mother. And the only reason why they did the CAT scan on my mother was because when they did the blood work, it showed that her white blood cell counts was through the roof. And it showed also that that was a sign of her kidneys failing. They did a CAT scan. When the CAT scan came back, it showed that her gallbladder was inflamed and that she needed to be admitted into the hospital because they were going to have to take her gallbladder out. Now, we have never, ever had a discussion about my mother's gallbladder, nor did my mom know that she had gallbladder issues. I had people in the comment section saying that I was lying. I made a clickbait video just to get people to click on it, and that my mother had already had pre-existing gallbladder issues, and I just was withholding information pretty much. And I just want to say that I've never been a person to put some whack video up just to get people to click on my video. I've never been that person, nor will I ever use what my mother is going through for views. When I put up my vlog, I expected the same amount of traffic that I normally get when I put up that video. I did not know that 50-something thousand people were going to view that video. Not everybody on that video was negative, because I mean, out of all the 50-something thousand people that watched the video, I could say that it was just a handful of people that I had to block and delete from their ignorance from what they were saying. But everybody else was positive. Everybody else was talking about their experience with COVID, or if they did or if they didn't, you know, have side effects, and that they were praying for my mom. And I really do appreciate that, because like I said, I wasn't expecting that much traffic from that video. I really wasn't. And I just wanted to clear up that I would never put anybody that I care about on my channel to get views. What my mother is going through right now, it is serious, and it is serious to me, and it's been very stressful, and I don't wish this on anyone. I never put up that video because I was trying to persuade somebody not to take the COVID vaccine. If you want to take that COVID vaccine, that's you. That is your choice. Me personally, I'm still on the fence, but I don't have anything negative to say one way or the other. But my truth is that my mother was fine until she took that second shot. When we got to the ER, I asked that doctor, I said, do you think that what she's going through right now is because of that COVID vaccine shot that she took? And he said it's a possibility that she did get some side effects from it. But I also believe that they are taught what to say and what not to say and how to say it. Because we really didn't talk that much more about the vaccine. They were just basically trying to treat my mom based off of how she was feeling at that time when we first initially went there. I've read different comments that some people said that they had loved ones that were having gallbladder issues as well after having the vaccine. I'm not saying, again, that the vaccine is the reason why my mom's gallbladder was inflamed. We honestly don't know. And this is the first time, once they did the CAT scan, even knowing that my mom had gallbladder issues, because my mom never complained about anything. My mom, to me, I felt was very healthy for her age. She worked out 3 days a week, worked out more than I did. And I also feel like my mom is healthier than I am, because I have upper respiratory issues. I have to take breathing treatments just so I can breathe. And it's like, that's one of the reasons why I don't want to take it, is because I know what it's like to struggle to breathe. And if I go through something like that, I'm like, I don't think I'm going to make it. But I would never tell someone not to take the shot. But don't sit up here and call me a liar and say that my mother had a pre-existing issue. You are not her doctor. You did not diagnose her, nor did we know, like I said, that she had gallbladder issues. I did not put up a misleading video. I showed clips of everything we were going through, and there was no lie in none of that. When my mother was scheduled for her gallbladder surgery, they ended up doing or trying to do the surgery on Sunday. They couldn't do the surgery because when the doctor went in to remove her gallbladder, it was so inflamed that he said one or two things was either going to happen to your mother. He said this was about to be a life-threatening situation, or if we would have just took the gallbladder out just because we were in there, this could have caused her to have more surgeries in the future. And he said, I like to treat every patient like my mother. And he said, would you perform this surgery on your mother? And he said, H-E double hockey sticks, no. They ended up stopping the surgery. They had to put a drainage tube in my mother to drain out the infection, which she has to wear that for the next 6 to 8 weeks before she can even have the surgery done. My mother has a follow-up appointment this coming Monday. She still feels weak. She can hardly do anything for herself. I've been literally running to my mother's house after I get off of work to take care of her and to drain her bag, because she gets a little confused sometimes about it, and it scares her because she thinks she's doing something wrong. So I end up having to go over there, and my dad, he tries to help out as much as he can, but I think he's nervous about the fact that she's wearing that drainage bag, that he wants me to do it because the doctor showed me how to do it, as well as trying to show my mother how to do it. But for the most part, you guys, my mother, it seems like one day to me she'll seem like she's doing better, and then the next day it's like she took like 5 steps back, and it's like, man, what's wrong? And then it's like the next day I'll come over, she'll seem like she's okay. But it's just been this whole back and forth since my mom has been back from the hospital. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna run into today when I get there. Is she gonna be okay, or is she gonna feel weak? She definitely still sounds like she is experiencing flu-like symptoms. Every time she opens up her mouth and talks, she sounds like a sick person. When she's trying to get around, I could tell she's struggling. So she's still going through some things. Just wanted to let you guys know that it's just been one of those up and down situations. From one day to the next, I honestly can't tell you what it's gonna be like, because it's different every single day. And it's definitely been stressful, and I think more so because I have to get off work and go take care of my mother for a couple of hours, and then I have to come home, and then I'm doing the same thing on repeat every day, and then I have to make sure that I'm available for her doctor's appointments, her follow-ups, and whatever else that she may need to help out with her and my dad. So it's been a heavy load, but these are my parents. At the end of the day, I'm going to do whatever I need to do to take care of my parents and to make sure that they are okay. I wanted to definitely say that I did not lie about anything. And I definitely don't do clickbait videos. That's just not me at all. And to everybody that has subscribed to my channel, I don't look at you guys as subscribers. I look at everybody as fam, because I'm one of those type of people. I'm very personable. So if you leave me a comment, I will definitely let you know that I read it by putting a heart next to the comment that you left. And that's just how I get to know people. People leave me DMs on Facebook, on my Instagram, and I do respond to everybody. I do, because I like to get to know people. Just like they're looking at my life for 10 or 15 minutes, I like to try to get to know people as best as I can whenever they leave me a message or whatever. A lot of times, 9 times out of 10, it's pretty much the same people that DM me all the time, so I know them when I see them. That's just the type of person that I am. If you subscribe to my channel, you're not a subscriber. You are now my fam. And I will see you guys on another video real soon, because I do got to get out of here. I got to go take care of my mama.